Welcome back to another episode of the Riverside Royals Dynasty here in NCAA. We started off the season 0-2, and since then have won 11 in a row. Now, to be fair, our toughest games were at the beginning of the year, but we've really started to get it going, playing more in sync. That was until a huge injury to Adam Daniel really derailed our chances of winning a national championship. However, Adam Daniel is doubtful. There could be a chance that he ends up playing. And we have maybe our toughest test of the season. 97 overall Alabama, 99 offense, 95 defense. They're a pretty good team. Of course, we're using the college football revamped playoff tool. So we got the playoffs going on. Let me go ahead and pull up the schedules here, and we're gonna have to simulate the other game. And that other game is that's week 1. That's not what I want on bowl season. That other game is who? Oh yeah, Tulane is number 1. Tulane, Minnesota. That's right. I've been putting off recording this just because I fear Alabama is gonna be pretty tough to beat. But we're gonna have to simulate Tulane, Minnesota. I think if we can get past Alabama, man, I think we have a pretty good chance at winning it all. And let's see who we're gonna be playing if we get past Alabama. Minnesota, the number 4 team, trying to upset undefeated 13-0 Tulane. Minnesota could be a little bit better, and I'm sure they probably will be. Corso picking with Minnesota. Better overall, better offense, same defense. And statistically, Minnesota has been much better than Tulane has been. Tulane may be the edge in defense, but that's pretty close. And we'll see who comes out on top. Minnesota, Tulane. And it will be, drum roll please, Minnesota beating number 1 Tulane in overtime and securing a spot in the national championship. Minnesota just constant touchdown, 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 touchdown. I mean, they had a touchdown in every quarter, and that was it. Field goal in the first as well. Tulane, similar story. Couldn't get it done in OT. They had a field goal in the third quarter as well to the Minnesota first quarter. But that's not really a matchup we're going to concern ourselves too much with right now, as we are more focused on number 1 Bama. We focus on seniors, their final game, potentially. Greg Hall, Craig Jackson, John Humphreys, all big-time players. And the big question will be, will Marion Bates start in this game, who has pretty much been the starter? Ryan Davis just wasn't playing all that well. We made a change and brought in the former 5-star Marion Bates, moved him to quarterback, and with the speed and with the throwing ability, he's been quite good at QB, better than Ryan Daniel, better than Ryan Davis. So we'd love to have Adam Daniel back, but the sad reality is that just might not be possible. What should we do for coach skill trees? We're pretty much maxed out for recruiting. I could leave on the locksmith, but we're going to go over here and we'll do anti-freeze. Kicker cannot get iced 5 times out of 10. We'll go for it. Might come down to a field goal. Probably don't want to be iced if that was up for debate. So Riverside hosting number 3 Alabama. We might go neutral site. No, we won't. We'll play at Riverside. Home field advantage. Let's get it going. I would love for Adam Daniel to play today. I just don't think it's going to be possible. I don't. We've seen Alabama this season. You might remember. We walked in to Tuscaloosa, and we are playing at a neutral site, by the way. We walked into Tuscaloosa, and we knocked off number 1 Alabama at the time. Also, Chris Fowler's talking over me. I'm going to turn off the audio on the commentators in game. It's annoying, but this is a very, very interesting matchup. Chris Fowler, please shut your idiot mouth. Riverside Royals, Alabama Crimson Tide, playing to go to the national championship. This is the Sugar Bowl. And it should be a very, very good game. Two very good teams. Can Alabama get their revenge, or will Riverside go 2-0 in the season series, as it comes down to be? Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Let's go Riverside. We will start by kicking. Alabama will receive, and they got the big game skill activated, but I'm big game Bengal. See if Gene Dangus can come out on top. What Alabama team are we gonna get? Could be a very, very tough game, or we could come out on top again, as Johnson will go up the middle. This is the Alabama team we're gonna get. The Crimson Tide looking to roll here, looking for their revenge, and Craig Johnson will be a problem. Joseph Brown lifted off of his feet, thrown to the turf. We'll look to stop the run in a big way. I don't want to go out with a loss for some of these seniors. Greg Hall, Craig Jackson, guys that have made the Riverside Royals what they are. As Jackson going to try and contain that run, and maybe did. A little bit of help. 2nd and 5. It will be a run. Jackson in pursuit makes the tackle. Let's go, Craig. Running back's going to lose a yard. And Craig Jackson setting up a better position for us. 3rd and 6. Chance to get off the field and get our offense out there. Jace McClellan still at Alabama. Not the starter, but I imagine he's very, very good. We're going to try to take some of these things away. That's going to be lobbed up and intercepted by Alan Hart. Basically an arm punt by the Alabama quarterback, but we don't care. Alan Hart takes it away, and that is a new school record for career interceptions. Another senior, and that is his 10th career pick. Jeremy Pierce starting off his first throw. Going to the other team. Let's go Riverside. Now, we do have the option to sub in Adam Daniel. We're going to go with Marion Bates for the first half, but Daniel is available. Now, will he be playing at his 95 overall? I don't know about that. I don't know that I've ever actually subbed in a doubtful player before, but we're going to see how it goes. We don't really want to risk injury or, of course, you know, Adam Daniel not playing at his fullest potential. Maybe Marion Bates would be better, but we're going to lean on the running game per usual. We'll try to run the ball down the Crimson Tide's throat and hopefully walk out of here with the win. We cannot call any type of audible with Marion Bates. That is the one true downside of having him in. But we can throw the ball quickly and find Reggie Gonzalez, who's real close to the first. Going read option. Bates will keep it and get tackled. They played the running back and they played the quarterback simultaneously. It's Kennedy with the big TFL. He was a problem for us last game as well, and Terrence Fitch will come on to punt. Don't feel comfortable going for it in this area of the field. And both defenses starting off pretty nicely. That will be a fair catch called for at maybe the 37, 38 yard line. Just need our defense to come back out here and get a stop. McClellan in motion. We're trying to shoot in the backfield. Johnson will break a tackle. He's out to the second level. Breaks an Adrian Chandler tackle, and Tim Washington will save a touchdown. But Craig Johnson is running like a man possessed here today already. Only a few carries for him, and he is letting you know he's ready to play for a national championship. Couldn't last year, and I hope he's not going to be able to this year either. We're going to have to figure out how to stop him. 2nd and 4. This is a run. It's Jace McClellan this time. We're trying to get out there. Didn't switch on to Chandler. McClellan will have a huge gain. I hate when it switches you onto the wrong player. You kind of want to get to the closest guy and make that diving tackle to try and really limit the yardage. And then it switches you onto the safety, and all of a sudden you give up the entire field. And, I mean, that could have been even worse than it was. And it wasn't good, as McClellan just somehow managing to stay away from Joseph Brown, if only by magnetism. That's what it looked like. You ever try to stick two magnets together and you have that resistance? That's what it felt like with Joseph Brown right there. McClellan finds the end zone, and the Crimson Tide are on the board first. 7-0. That's all right. We're still in a perfectly fine position. Just got to get points on the board. Going read option. Reggie will get it this time and fall forward for 4. I don't want to abuse read option, but sometimes it's just a good play call. However, Alabama is so good, and it's that play rec, I believe, that really will limit the read option from being effective. So we might have to go to more traditional runs, but Gonzalez put the football on the ground. He's been so consistent. I mean, does he even have a fumble this year? He does here in the college football playoff semifinal. Safety came up, laid a pretty big shot, and yeah, that football was moving. It will be Alabama football. Not a great start for the Royals. If anything could go wrong so far, it has. 3 and out, big fumble, and we can't do anything on defense. Point in case. Case in point. Point proven. What am I saying? It's going to be lobbed end zone, and that is a touchdown. Tyson Nelson secures it. Good ball. I mean, I said if anything could go wrong, it has so far. We do have an interception with Alan Hart. We've played fairly good defense, but I mean, it's 14-0, obviously, so hasn't been good enough. Need to certainly improve on that, because right now it's looking like a flood. But a touchdown would really change things, so we just gotta get it together. Good block on the outside. Triplett with speed and space. Not a bad return. Coach Saban looking a little bit different. Going handoff Gonzalez. Just because he fumbled, we know what we have. He's one of the best running backs in the country. We're going to lean on him. But that is coming back. Holding on the offense. Going to be the freshman left tackle, Eric Smith. Hopefully his best days are ahead of him, but that is a pretty bad time for that type of a penalty. And it's 1st and 20, and I don't want to go too conservative here. But at the same time, we are backed up pretty far, and we just need to get some yardage. Gonzalez will break a tackle, but there's just no blocking there at all. 2nd and 21. Throw for Humphreys, and he caught it right in front of the DB. When you have the big body like John Humphreys, you can kind of just trust him. You can trust him, the senior, big-time playmaker. And this offense starting to move. Maybe we have to try and get a little bit more aggressive as we throw, not a check down per se, but throw it short to the flat to Justin Bennett, the redshirt sophomore from Riverside. As Marion Bates now 5 for 5 passing. You know, a few gimmies in there as well, but it's okay. You take what the defense gives you. As we're under pressure, Bates trying to get out. Bates with pretty good speed. He's going to juke. Break a tackle, still on his feet, took a hit. That is a 1st down for the Royals. And they are starting to get things going a little bit under the guise of Marion Bates. Playing well, leading our team to victory. We need points on the board. Here's a blitz. Here's a throw to Corey Warren, and that is a 1st down Royals. We're starting to groove. Working play action. Bates getting outside. He's got good wheels. We're just going to duck out of bounds. Where's the flag? He's well out of bounds by the time he took that hit. We got to throw a flag on that. That's a penalty. That's unnecessary roughness. He is out of bounds and just got shell-shocked. Hope Marion Bates isn't injured. Looks like he's back in the huddle. But nope, Davis is still on the field. Phil Triplett into the game now. We got blockers up the middle. Triplett is stonewalled. Computer wants us to go for it. I agree. Do we toss it to Gonzalez? Bates is back in the game. So we are locked into this pitch. We have blockers on the outside. Can we motion guys over? No. We're going to trust the pitch. Gonzalez doesn't have the speed. And that is a turnover for the Royals. Craig Jackson, nice way to get in the way. And that is Bobby Anderson, I believe, cleaning up. Good TFL. It's 3rd and 2. Defense, you got to do something here. We're gonna dial up the heat. We're gonna get aggressive. We are going to send pressure. Kerr's gonna come down and blitz as well. We're gonna hopefully hold these guys in place and give opportunities. That's gonna be a nice completion though. 1st down, Alabama. And that will be the end of a very interesting 1st quarter. We've had some opportunities, but we tried to run the ball near the goal line and we're just unsuccessful a couple times in a row. And you know what? Alabama, big, fast, strong. They've made some plays. We know they're going to play well. We know they are. And I think we're going to win this game. I have faith. We won the national championship against all odds last year. We need Kyle Smith to make that tackle. But we won the national championship against all odds last year. Big upset over Notre Dame. And you know what? Alabama's no different. We've already upset them once this season. We have the better ranking in this game. They are the better team. They're showing it, right now, but there's a lot of football left to be played. We're blitzing Craig Jackson. Gonna bring up Greg Hall near the line of scrimmage. Will be a pass. And Pierce, under pressure, will throw it, get it away to Holden. We're gonna blitz Craig Jackson again. Bring up Greg Hall. And it's gonna be a screen. We're all over it. John Holt, and we missed it, but Bobby Anderson makes the tackle. His second tackle for loss of the game. And we're in position to take over. Alabama gonna punt from midfield here. Maybe on 4th and short, they don't do that. Big TFL. We're gonna look to run on 2nd and 2. Quarterback draw. Alabama all over it. Why do I call that play? I know it's not successful. Sometimes it is. Right in the center of the field. This counter should be highly effective. We got blockers. We got space. Gonzalez will break a couple of tackles and get that first down. Let's go, Reggie. I need you to bounce back. Hasn't been extremely successful today. It's no secret. Fumble in the first quarter. But we need to bounce back, forget about it, put it behind us, and win a football game. We need to play in the national championship. We're gonna try this swing again. There's the throw this time. Slightly better blockers. Gonzalez will make a man miss. He's still going. And that is now 6,000 total offensive yards for this Royals team. I actually really like the idea of just dumping this down to Corey Warren on this one. And we can't even get the football off. It's a fumble by Bates. Recovered by Robinson. And that nearly was a house call. Strip sack, scoop and score. Thankfully not. Little pitch. Somebody's got to play the quarterback here. Hart will bounce him back. Hall will lay the hit. And that's a tackle for loss for the Hall monitor. He had a little bit of help, but it takes a team, right? They're going 2 by 2. It is a run, and it is a tackle for loss by Bobby Anderson. His 3rd of the game. Oh my goodness. The Riverside defense, despite giving up 14 points here already, has come to play. We're playing really, really well, I would say. We need the offense to match it. Absolutely no way we can come away on this drive without points. No way, no how. Somebody's got to work open here. It's going to be Warren. Big catch, and he drops it. Another incompletion. Corey Warren has been so effective, especially in traffic. And I said no way, no how. And once again, no points. And we will punt. Alabama with a really good opportunity to score before the half. Trips left. 5 wide. Gun empty for Bama. It's going to be a quarterback scramble. Little draw, and Pierce can't really go anywhere. Defense can actually come up big here. But we need to dial up the pressure, get them out of field goal range, and take advantage of their quarterback's inexperience. Because we've been beat by this running back today. But he's only going to get 2. It's 3rd and 8. Defense coming up big. I need you for one more play. 3rd and 8. Anything under 8 yards, I would say, is a big win here. Just do not allow the first down. Pierce looks like he wants to throw a screen. Will he? He will. And it's Bobby Anderson. His 4th tackle for loss of the game. Bobby Anderson is the MVP of this game so far, and it isn't even close. I know you can point to the interception by Alan Hart. That's a monster shot by Anderson. But look at all these huge tackles that are keeping us in this game. We're going to call a timeout. Offense, wake up. Handoff Gonzalez. We got a block in the outside. Pancake party. Gonzalez down the sideline. 20 yards for Reggie. And that is a new school rushing record for yards in a season, as Reggie Gonzalez is over 1270. Passing the previous record, of course, by the Old Dominion running back, is Used to be Old Dominion. That's what Riverside replaced. Play action. That safety's coming up. He's actually not going to blitz, so we're going to throw outside, and that is intercepted by Green. Had my eye on one guy the entire play. Completely guilty of not looking anywhere else. But I thought he was going to get open enough, and no. It's not been a good first half. Underneath. Good tackle by Greg Hall. We're not going to call a timeout. Should we? I don't think so. Now, I only question it because, oh, maybe we can get the football back and score, but we're not going to get the football back and score. Well, we know that. Timeout, Alabama. Make a play. What are they doing? You need to make this tackle. There is a flag. Tell me it's a hold. Tell me it's clipping. That works for me. I do not care what it is as long as Alabama's going the wrong way. 1st and 15 for the Tide as they back up. 13 seconds to play in the half. Just check down. Pierce trying to get it away. That football came out. They're going to rule it a fumble. And Bama will call their 3rd and final timeout. It's 3rd and 13. Good pressure to get in there. Let's take a second look at that. Because it looked like he wanted to run. We're going to get inside. We sent Clemens on the blitz. That's Marcus Kerr around the edge. Pierce tried to step up. And it looked like it was the junior college transfer, John Holt, who got his hand on the ball. Now, that hand is coming forward. But was that ball moving? That's probably an incomplete pass. But favorable rule for us. I'm not going to complain about it. We're going to try to get in there. Hall, get through. Get through. Pierce going towards the end zone. And that is incomplete. Alabama will hold on to the 14-0 lead. No more, no less. And we need to be better in the second half. That goes without saying. We scored 0 points. I'm proud of the way the defense has played. But the offense has been terrible. And what is that? Do you hear that? That's Adam Daniels music. Adam Daniel gonna limp out onto the field. Welcome, Adam Daniel. Adam Daniel will start this second half for the Riverside Royals. We need to make a change. We're ready to go. We need our leader back out there. And Triplett energized in the second half. Run through somebody. Big time returned. And Adam Daniel will take the field here in this college football semifinal. This Sugar Bowl for the first time. What do you got, Adam Daniel? Can you lead the comeback for the Royals here in the second half? I sure hope so. We're going to start off with a screen. Ease him into this game. Gonzalez will make a man miss. Gonzalez tackled from behind, but that's a good gain. I think Daniel may have taken a hit on that as well in the backfield, but got the football away. Daniel's going to get out of the pocket. He clearly is lacking a step here. He's not quite as fast as he usually is. But obviously, if you've watched Adam Daniel play, yeah, I mean, you know his running ability is a big part of his game, but he's got the arm as well, right? So I trust him to lead this comeback. We're going to throw down the field, and that is tipped away by the safety, Jamie Spicer. 3rd and 7. Who wants to get open? Who wants to make a play? Justin Bennett cannot hold on. Does anyone want to catch the football today? Anybody? We're getting Bennett underneath. Corey Warren hopefully to stretch the safeties and the linebackers out. And we're going to throw underneath, and Bennett cannot hold on. Daniel put it just a touch behind him. A little bit of rust from not playing the past couple weeks. Several weeks, really. And, man, that is a very, very bad time for a drop. Up the middle, big tackle, Craig Jackson. The senior doesn't want this to be his final game. Second tackle for loss. It's 3rd and 6. Our defense has come up so big in these spots before. We've been awesome this game. We really have been. 3rd and 6. Somebody make a play. Get out to the flat. Pierce throwing, and that's over Tim Washington and complete to Trayshawn Holden. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, and we're knocked out of the play. Brown trying to knock him out of bounds. Hart eventually does. Get over there, Kerr. Big tackle, Eric Coles. Jace McClellan is tackled. One of the few remaining, like, real-life players in this series at this point. You have Trayshawn Holden, the receiver, who's a 4-star. You have Jace McClellan. You have... who else is in there? Bruce Clemens, big tackle. I don't know. Get after the quarterback. Pierce has time. Brown will make the tackle. But Crooks is short of the first down. Will Alabama go for it? They're lined up to kick the field goal and make this a 17-0 game. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. A field goal, barely good, even from that distance. Basically an extra point. All right, offense. If you can even call it an offense so far. We need this. If we don't score in this drive, I think we can say safely we've lost the game. Triplet. He's fighting for it, man. 2nd and 6. Do we have that? We got to trust Bennett. Couple big drops in this game, but that's okay. We know the connection that he and Adam Daniel have. We call it the cross-country connection. Adam Daniel, Perth Amboy, New Jersey. Justin Bennett, Riverside, California. Couple of drops. Big drops. Don't get me wrong. Huge drops on that last drive, but we got to trust him. Gonzalez can't catch it either. Give Adam Daniel some help. 2nd and 10. We're going over the top. Warren has a step, and Daniel underthrew it. That's a touchdown. We just need somebody to make a play, man. It's that simple. Make a play. We're getting streaks out on the field. Can't even get the throw off. I mean, I don't know how soon I clicked the button, but it felt like 3 seconds ago, and that football just never came out. Daniel takes a sack, and Alabama will take over. Pierce with time will go towards the end zone, and that is complete to Nelson. It's one of those annoying situations. I'm holding L2 to strafe, and we just run away from the ball. I hate that so much. Is that a touchdown? Is that a joke? Greg Johnson gets into the end zone. I mean, they better review that. I know it might be delaying the inevitable if they overturn this, but I just don't think that's a touchdown. That's 1 foot out. Oh, man, did that right foot come down first? That's what this is going to come down to. Stands is called a touchdown. Alabama 24-0. Really laying the beat down on Riverside. Unbelievable. We're going to start having to air it out a little bit more. If we want any chance in this game, we got to turn up the heat quickly. It's hurry up time for the Royals. 2nd and 10. Can we afford to throw that? We can. We're going to go to Humphreys. He's going to break a tackle. Humphreys down the sideline, stiff arming, and is tackled from behind. But that is a big 30-yard gain by John Humphreys. And we're still trying to work as fast as possible. There's Bennett. It's another completion. Got to work quickly. Get that football out. Get points on the board. We are about as close as we have been to scoring. We can't have any mistakes here. Quick throw. Humphreys, get in there! And that is a big tackle near the goal line to stop John Humphreys from punching that in. We're going to change the formation. We can do that with Adam Daniel in a quarterback. We're going to hand it off, and Reggie Gonzalez will finish the job. Touchdown, Riverside. We are finally on the board here, and we will go for 2. Now, we'll need 3 touchdowns overall. We're still not in a great spot, but we'd be in a much better spot. And, of course, 2-point conversions to come into play. We'd be in a much better spot if we do get this. Put your hands up. That's unbelievable. Put your hands up. That's a touchdown. It's a 2-point conversion. And we didn't convert. Hall living in the backfield. Big TFL on Johnson. Greg Hall, I need you to step up this drive. It's not like he hasn't played an impact in this game, but it hasn't been a massive one, that's for sure. And it's 2nd and 13. It's gonna be a screen. Jackson, you gotta get over there. Craig Jackson, big tackle. Alabama will gain 2, but it'll be 3rd and long. You're gonna see probably one more play before the end of the 3rd quarter here. Would love for them to not waste this clock down, because we need as much time as humanly possible. 3rd and 11. Receiver Walker is in motion. Anderson's going to be on him. And that's going to be a throw outside. And that's going to be short. 4th and 2. You'd hope Alabama would punt here. And they're going to. But that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Riverside trailing at 24-6. And not getting that 2-point conversion was not ideal. It's not looking good. We'd have to make a big comeback. We've seen big comebacks before. Let's do it again. 24-6, triplet back to return. Start off this 4th quarter nice. There goes Phil. It's not bad. 1st and 10. I don't know if we can get it to Bennett. We're going to try. Work back to the football. It's intercepted by Ford. It was never should have thrown that. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy to throw that. It's like, if we have a perfect throw, if everything works out perfectly, it's huge, but was the risk worth it? Maybe, given the score, but it's too big of a mistake in that spot. Pitch left, get out there. Craig Jackson, big shot, but Craig Johnson still gains a yard. I mean, we gotta run commit here or something. I mean, we know it's probably gonna be a run here. We're gonna commit down to a run middle. Get out there. And we got locked on to Greg Hall for some reason. And that is a breakaway touchdown for Alabama. Yep. Anderson stiff arm to the end zone. Craig Johnson, 46-yard touchdown run. And this is a flood. We're getting crushed. Up the seam, Hayford. Oh, somebody wants to make a catch. That's nice. That's cool. Can we go back to it? We can't. We don't have time. We don't have time. Going deep. Needham to have a step. It's going to be intercepted by Green. Just didn't have the juice on the ball. Didn't really have many options, and I feel like that will surely do it. 5th turnover of the game. Good coverage down the field. What are you going to do? So it seems like this probably will be the final time we see a lot of these seniors on the field. Greg Hall, the Hall monitor. Craig Jackson. Alan Hart. You know, it's not a good feeling here to just get blown out like this in their final game. But, you know, injuries obviously were a big problem. Adam Daniel not playing near 100%. And we got absolutely destroyed. Tim Washington with the interception might give us some hope here. We're not going to take this out of the end zone. Should be a touchback. It's just the likelihood of coming back in this game are slim to none. Alabama is just too good. Listen, I'm sure I missed plenty of receivers downfield. Didn't do the correct thing all the time on offense. I'm sure of it. Alabama was very good today. It's wide open. Can we get it there? Barrett Reed, nice catch. Maybe Barrett Reed should be playing over Justin Bennett, because Bennett, he couldn't catch anything today. Yeah, I mean, maybe we should have run the ball more, but we got down, and, you know, when you go down by a lot, that kind of temptation's there to throw the football. Nearly intercepted. Classic NCAA 14 on that one. Just underthrown deep ball. It's never a 50-50 shot. This is Michael Ham's last game, too. It's a tough last game for a lot of these guys. It really is. What can you say? We're going to throw for Ham, though. And Michael Ham will have the touchdown. Hopefully make this a 31-14 game. But again, the likelihood of getting back in this one, not high. Not high at all. We'll try to run the football. Gonzalez up the middle. That is a 2-point conversion. It's 31-14. It's just, it's a tough task. And that is recovered by Holden. He's going to break a tackle, actually. Holden has a shot to go to the end zone. And that is a touchdown on the onside kick recovery. That's an advanceable ball, huh? All right, yeah. We're going to go for Michael Ham deep. And that's actually going to be caught. A big catch by Michael Ham. Kind of surprised about that one. Daniel here, not the best stat line, but, you know, man, it was a tough task. It was a tough task to come in the game like this, playing hurt, and we just obviously didn't have it. I tried to throw to Reggie Gonzalez for what it's worth. That's why that ball came out so lobbed, because I wanted that to go to the running back and not the tight end. We'll try that again. Hayford is open, though, and that is a touchdown. Blake Hayford. We're going to be down by 17. We'll go for 2 again. Please, 3 down linemen. Yes. All right, we'll try to run it in with Triplett. And here we go. Good blocks. 2-point conversion is successful. Still have 3 timeouts, but we will need an onside kick to have any type of a chance. Here it is, and that is recovered by Manson. Maybe make a tackle on this one? Nice. We'll really need a turnover here. Have to. If we can save these timeouts, that'd be amazing. We can't, though. Big hit by the hall monitor. Double-digit tackle game, 5 TFLs. Kind of nothing new for him. 3rd and 9. You have to expect the run here. If they pass, they could win the game, but of course playing the run. Big hit, Craig Hall. And that is the final timeout for the Royals. Riverside will need a touchdown very quickly and an onside kick recovery to even have a chance. Of course, we'll need a 2-point conversion as well. So the likelihood of pulling off this comeback, not high. Not great odds, but not impossible, technically. Riverside just 3 for 9 on 3rd down today. Triangle was so open. I worked the right side of the field first. Triangle could not have been more open. See, everyone likes to say, oh, triangle was wide open. It's so much easier to say that when you're watching. I can't see everyone at once. I got to work to each side of the field. It's just tough. I mean, obviously, that's an excuse. I wish I would have seen it. I really do. Saw Humphreys that time. It's a tough mountain to climb anyway. I don't even know where my starters are, by the way. Like, it's pretty much only backups. Who is this edge rusher, dude? He's flying in. Would it kill to get Michael Ham on the field? You know, or John Humphreys, but Barrett Reed, the speedster. Big time gain. And we are still technically alive. I recognize that it does not look good for us here. No timeouts. The free safety, Bruce Clemens, is out there. I mean, do we have any stamina? Seems like no one's ready to play. Inside to Hayford. We'll have maybe a shot to the end zone if we can even somehow score here. If we were to successfully get the onside. Again, it's very unlikely that we can make a comeback in this game. Need the lead block. Please. Again, it's gonna be basically impossible. Quick throw to the tight end. Blake Hayford gets his 2nd touchdown. We've made it a 10-point game. Will we somehow manage to punch this one in? If we don't get this, we will automatically lose. So we really need to get this one. we'll see what happens. Untimed down. We're getting out of the pocket. Daniel will fight, break a tackle, and get the 2-point conversion. Not the best way to do that, probably, but I mean, it gives us a chance. Onside kick attempt for the game, and that is recovered by Williams. And Alabama will be going to the national championship game. Yeah, they were the better team today. That much is very obvious. Not too much else to say about it. They were the better team. They deserve to win. And it's a well-earned victory formation. Alabama going to the national championship game. Not the way I wanted to end this season, obviously. I don't know if it was a lack of preparation for Alabama here, but they were just better. Our defense, I thought, played pretty well, despite giving up 31 points. Obviously, there were times where we could have been better, but the offense was a complete embarrassment. Adam Daniel was not playing at full strength, obviously. I mean, a lot of missed throws and wasn't particularly fast. Did make some big-time plays, but it was really tough to run the offense with Marion Bates and even Ryan Davis for a bit there. I wish I would have run the ball more, but that's pretty impressive right there. I think what it came down to is just not converting our opportunities. I mean, we had, 4th and goal, and we couldn't punch it in. And that, I think, is what could have ended up being the difference in the game. Is just 1 or 2 stops. You don't realize it, but then when you come back and you make it a game, and you lose by 8, it's 1 score. Obviously need the 2-point conversion, but it was just not great. And it's not like Marion Bates was terrible, but, we wanted to go to Adam Daniel, and he wasn't the same player playing injured. He just wasn't. Not terrible numbers. Reggie Gonzalez was fine. He was not the issue today. It was just a complete lack of having an offensive plan. I think that really, really hurt us. And the defense, man, they gave it their all. Bobby Anderson, 5 tackles for loss. The hall monitor had 6. Couple of interceptions. Tim Washington, Alan Hart. Like, our defense really, really tried to give us a chance. And in the end, it just wasn't good enough. I don't know what the issue is. It's doing it again. So apparently with the editor, something screwed up. And we played Central Michigan. I want to know who wins the national championship, but it's buggy. So I don't really know what I can do to fix this. Thankfully, I guess we didn't actually win the game, but I don't know how popular this is going to be, but oh, never mind. There it is. Minnesota, Alabama. All right. I was going to say, who cares? Don't worry about it, but it's popping up now. So we're going to go ahead and sim this game, and we'll see who becomes the national champion. And it was Alabama. 31-28 in a slugfest against Minnesota. And Minnesota they made a big comeback as well. Alabama went up big, 21-0 in the first quarter. 7 points in the second quarter for both teams. Minnesota, amazing second half. 21-3 run, but it just wasn't enough. Didn't end up having enough time. And Alabama are your national champions. So if we can take anything from this, we lost to the national champions. Good for them. And that will be the end of this season for us. Sucks to not come out on top, but I think it was a very successful first year in the Pac-12. We won the conference. We made it to the college football playoff semifinal. You can't win it every year, apparently. So, obviously would like to have won, but you can't win them all. We know that Reggie Gonzalez has your new Riverside rushing record for yards in a season. He also has a new rushing touchdowns in a career record with 51. Michael Hamm, who of course will be leaving us, has the Riverside record for receiving yards in a career, 3,856. Also for career receiving touchdowns with 37. Marcus Kerr has surpassed Craig Jackson for sacks in a season with 16. Alan Hart, 10 career interceptions, a new Riverside record. And that is it. disappointed end. The next episode will be the off season. That's always a lot of fun. And then, of course, the start of the next season. Couldn't get the result we wanted, but there's a lot of Riverside action left to come, so stay tuned. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.
I hit it at the park, bend bones. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah, promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah, yeah. Papa turn, taking it back to the house. Defensive joke, I'm laughing so loud.